Greetings and salutations. This is your girl, Outspoken Diva, and let's talk about it, shall we? Let's talk about this show, Never Ever Met, that comes on the OWN network on Friday nights, Central Standard Time. So I guess that would be 8 Eastern Time. Y'all get in the, y'all do the time zone math if you need to watch, if you want to watch it in real time, or of course it's streaming. I know the own network app and HBO Max and Philo. I know those because we'll talk about that. Well, we won't talk about that, but I know those are where they stream at. And let me go on and say this now. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! If I need to say it one more time, spoiler alert. Um, this show is about seven couples who have never met in offline land. They only dated, and they only dated online. You have seven couples. One's 12 year, 5 year, 3 year, 10 months, 9 months, 6 months, and 3 months. Yes, you saw the title correctly. This is part one that I'm going to talk about. This is the first half of the season. There are 10 episodes. We are up to, the fifth episode has just wrapped before I did this video. So, and there's a reason why I'm going to refer to them as their time length as they have dated. So, because two of the guys in the house have the same name, um, so yeah, I'll be referred to them as Mr. or Miss their time period. So, it's an interesting show. I am not live tweeting this show because I knew that I was going to come into this show very critical. Because when I saw the the beginning trailer for this show, I already knew. I was like, because I don't understand not meeting. I understand online dating, but I don't understand not meeting. You have a time. I have a time limit. I have if we even if I meet you in offline land and we meet physically, we have a time limit to go out. You know, I'm not gonna do the telephone and the talking and the texting and all that. I mean, but we need to be dating. If we're going to date. So I don't understand it. I used to watch Catfish. RIP to my niece. I used to watch it when it first came out because online dating is not going anywhere, and I wanted her to be abreast of the game. You know, when it came to people being catfish and stuff, and then I stopped watching it when I was not learning anything new, any tips and stuff, because just like my I wanted my niece to be abreast of the game. I was trying to be abreast of the game too. I mean, I'm in these dating, well, I'm on hiatus right now, but I'm, on sabbatical. I won't say hiatus, sabbatical right now. But yeah, I date, so and you want to know what people are, why people do stuff. So I knew I was gonna be critical about this show, but I wanted to learn on why people don't, meet and stuff. Well, I can't say that I'm learning a lot on this show. So let me go through, as everyone knows, when I review things of entertainment, TV and movies. I do the good, the bad, and the diva. Head nod to Black Nerd Comedy. Um, so yeah, let's get into that. I know a lot of people know that I'm not, I don't watch a lot of reality TV. What I do watch is competitions, some dating shows like Ready to Love and Too Hot to Handle. I like that show. I love that. What's her name? Lona. The little renews it thing that has the rules and stuff. I love her. I like Ready to Love. But you know, most of the shows I watch are like competition shows. Like if y'all told me what show, you know, the Wish Fairy was no Genie was granting wishes and I could be on and win my the show that I would want to be on, it would be Amazing Race. That's a perfect show to me. You know, it's competition and they stay in nice places and they get to travel. Greatness. But I mean, yeah, they have, you know, challenges and stuff, you know, to do and stuff, but it's greatness. And then y'all know I watch Big Brother, you know, a lot of cooking competition shows and stuff like that. I can't tell y'all much about the Kardashians. I have no clue about that. I've never watched that. I've never watched Love and Hip Hop. I didn't know who Cardi B was till she had bloody shoes. Okay, so my how people watch reality TV, I don't watch it really like that. Again, competitions and dating shows, and even with the dating shows, I need to be learning stuff. Like I said, Catfish, I stopped watching Catfish so much because I wasn't learning any tips or anything in the game. So I stopped that. So this show I knew I couldn't live tweet it, but I wanted to watch because I wanted to learn. So let's talk about it. The Good. I will say I am learning that apparently my approach to dating is not wrong. Okay, my approach to dating is I feel like I'm doing everything right because I can't be these people. I mean, of course, because I'm not these people, but yeah. There are few activities, but when they have activities, they're good. I have to say they've done a so far we're on episode 5. They've had 2 activities. Um, and one was a Karma Sutra, and they had to pick between 2 poses, and then they do the poses and stuff. And you know what were they? Why did they choose that? Okay, and then one was a tying, intimate tying exercise. That was very good. You have to, it challenges your trust. You know, it wasn't just about BDSM. That the guy who they bring in professionals, brought in a professional, and he told them no, and like you find out, when people do the ropes, they're supposed to only tie as comfortable. Excuse me, that was yeah no. As much as you would like, no, as hard as you would like to be hugged, or you can hug someone. So, and it, brings about, for most of the couples, a closeness. Okay. Um, it also proves that, like I said, by my way I approach dating, a lot of people are not coming into this healed. It's proving that you need to come as healed as possible when you're trying to date in these streets, because it will show up on you. There has been some starting of counseling, and that is good because yeah, a lot of people need it. And there's check-ins. They have the host. The host is Taronda Jones. She is an actress, most known as Portia Cookie Lyons' assistant on the show Empire. Um, I will say I don't know what qualifies her to be on the show. If she had to be qualified, after have qualifications. I don't know if she's dated online and didn't meet someone and they finally met and they kicked it off. I don't really know. They don't talk about that, but she is very good. She is very insightful, and she does these check-ins with the couples, and she has not missed on her observations of these couples. She is not missed because her observations are our observations. I don't know if that's crafted, because we know that reality TV it's not may not be scripted, but it is produced, and edited. So, but I have to say she has not missed. Okay, so but yeah, I enjoy her and I enjoy the check-ins. Unfortunately, we have to talk about the bads, and this is why I almost didn't do this review, but I was like, no, I'm gonna do this review. I gotta get this off my chest. There are more bads than goods. Okay, so like I said, I'm supposed to refer to everybody as by their duration of dating, their time periods of dating. There's way too much downtime. Way too. These people need activities at all times because with the activities, if you are not if you're not having activities, these people are not just focusing on them and their connection, the person that they're dating, who they came on this show for, because they have so much downtime. They get to pick at each other, and it's a lot of they're um right now the 6 month, not 6 months, wrong, 9 month and 3 month, the Mr. 9 month, Mr. 3 months and Miss 9 month, they might be supposed to be getting too close or whatever. The problem, the problem really is Mr. 3 month. He says stuff. He's not. He's very. He's not. I really wish he would just go on and no, we'll get to it. But yeah, so there is a lady, Miss 5 Year, who has been vocal about it. Also, Miss 3 Year, who has been vocal about it. And but come to find out, everyone has been talking about this situation. And again, had these people had activities, we wouldn't have to know about the chit chatter unless this is like something that is like really major. But we have not seen them do anything appropriate. Like they're not kissing in the corner or stuff like that. So I'm not saying that it might be they might be walking the line. The guy has Mr. 3 months has said that Miss 9 month is one of his favorite people, and Miss 3 Year hit it on the nail, sir. Instead of you bigging up Miss 9 month, how come you are not validating and bigging up Miss 3 month? Okay, all right. I couldn't disagree with that. I was like, spot on. Somebody said it. Said it, hit it on the nail. Miss 5 Year tried, but it went off the rails, and nope. So yeah. Let's go through the couples. There are already two couples that are off the show. Mr. and Miss 6 month, they didn't even make it past the first night actually. Well, they made it to the first morning. Well, she did. He did. There was a kerfuffle. There was a fight. DV. And yeah, so they couldn't make it on the show. Once they met, they say that they've been doing they did the rounds the first week, all the no, not podcast, podcast and uh reviewers and panels and stuff like that. And they said they were acting. I don't disagree, they probably were, but the fighting, the DV, was not acting. But they say they actually knew each other already, and they was posing as a couple on the show. They're gone. And the 10 month couple, um the guy was like, once he met her, and she was very inconsistent with him on when were they going to meet, like, was she gonna live where he lives, because she's from New York, he's in Florida, he has children, so he's trying to stay as close to Florida as possible. She was like, well, yeah, we can meet up halfway and stuff. And then hours later she flip-flops and he tells her she's inconsistent. And then she becomes very mean towards him. She has very vitriol things to say. She, calls him the B word and stuff. And then it just goes on. She seen what we see on the show. Her people that they have so far, that they've had loved ones come into the show. They were the first group, and it seems as though we see that she's not honest with her friend about the things she did, but she can, she told her what he did only. So, and the only thing he did was talk to another woman about the situation. It was Ms. Miss 3 Year, and he talked, and she was talking to Mr. 3 Year about, they were getting advice and stuff. And then that just when she asked Mr. 10 month, what was you talking about with Miss 3 Year? And then she threw flowers at him, and so he felt as though, okay, this can be salvaged. Maybe we might could be platonic friends. So as of episode 5, they've been taken out of the house because this is not the process for you. If you're not gonna date, this is y'all supposed to meet each other and see if y'all will be a love connection. You already know that you're not gonna be a love connection. Y'all going home, and that was a good thing. That was one of my goods, but I couldn't tell y'all that because y'all, that kind of stuff. But I am glad that they are getting people out. I wish they could get more people out, but we have to see. Some people need to see the light. So, um, mm, 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 mm. So we got Miss 12 year, 12 year. Oh, 12 year. 12 years seems to be doing the best at this on what we see. Yeah, they've been dating. Um, for if I have to say dating like that, because I don't really, in my opinion, online dating, if only you're online dating, y'all not online dating, y'all are pen paling as far as I'm concerned, but that's my opinion. The 12 year, they're doing it the best. They kind of staying low key after drama and stuff. If you ever if you see the fighting and stuff, they're never really around. You know, um, he does have a 3-year-old child. He has a roommate, had a roommate, or has or had a roommate of the opposite sex. Something happened, opposite gender. I keep saying, look, that's something else. I mean, that's a me thing. Opposite gender, and then they had sex, and I know I'm not supposed to say that. They had birds. They were birds and bees, and and she, he never hid it from her. She was okay with that. So okay, but like I said, they've already, there's an intimacy suite or the boom boom room, and they've boom boomed, birds and bees, in the home, no, in that room. So, there's 5 years. They have the most, I will say this is something that's on the bad or good list. I don't know. It's kind of in the gray area. We don't know what these people do for a living, or not a lot, except for one person. We'll get to that. But the 5 year, they have a bonding that both of them are preacher's kids. Um, she lives in Florida. He lives in, I think, California. They live on opposite sides of the country. In between 2 years of their online dating, he didn't see where they were going to actually meet. Um, oh, here's a caveat: this show was filmed 2 years ago, and some of this, of course, some of these timelines, these people are dating, falls in with the pandemic and when we were all at home and stuff. So okay, that gives grace for certain things, okay, but he felt like they weren't going to ever meet, and she could have been doing some, her thing in Florida. So he had a ring, and he was supposed to be getting engaged to another woman. That didn't happen. But then, she didn't come. He came crawling back, but she didn't forgive him right away. They were just, when they were, they were just getting things back together, really. And my issue with them is they have good chemistry and stuff, but my problem is, okay, they were in the boom boom room. She does not want two birds and bees with him, uh, or anyone until she's married. Fine. They have a moment in the boom boom room. He's sucking her toes. That's his thing. Okay. Um, but later on, now my thing is there are other ways in boom booming or birds and being that you can be doing. I don't mean you don't have to take no clothes off. Y'all need to be talking and being more intimate in those type of things. Especially now that y'all are physically together, and we see them gossiping in the boom boom room about the other folks. Okay, so yeah. Uh 3 years. They live in the same city and had never met. They are another group of people. No, 5 years they're doing it well, other than the whole gossiping thing and okay. Uh, oh, also, Mr. 5 Year does not get along with Miss 5 Year's sister, and as of episode 5, there is um, a heated back and forth. Like production had to come in and but Miss 5 Year's sister is also not right. Also, so it's not like she's an innocent victim. She hurls some things out that Yeah. So okay, now 3 years. They live in the same city and they have never met in 3 years. There are another group that are doing it. They doing working the process for them better than others. Um, they've. My only problem is their issues, like especially her issues. I don't understand how that has not been said in 3 years if y'all were actually dating. Y'all are not meeting, so y'all are doing a lot of talking. What are y'all talking about? Okay. They are proof again, another group. There's another group. When you're dating, you need to come, in my opinion, you need to come as healed as possible. 10 month. Oh, we already talked about 10 month. 10 month is gone. 6 month is gone. 9 month. Miss 9 month. I mean, yeah, Miss 9 month. We know what she does. She's a certified sexologist. Why do we know that? She is always saying it. Okay, I'm going to say this. I say, oh, I watch the show every week with my friend J May. She watches it. She lives in Houston. Of course, I'm in Dallas. And when she watches it, we talk. Chat about it. Later on. In the evening. Um, she does not want this man. I say this every week. She does not want this man. According to what we see, she does not want this man. For whatever reasons, he might be physically her type, mentally her type, but she does not want him birds and bees wise. He don't, yeah, he don't tickle her birds and bees parts. Okay, we just gonna be honest with you. Now, a lot of people criticize because they don't think that he likes her either. Doesn't want her either. I'm not quite sure. I don't spill people's tea on that kind of stuff just because of how they present. He presents very not as masculine, stereotypical masculine. I can't say that. That's not whatever story he's telling, I'm telling. So, I don't go on just like that, or at least especially by my opinion. So he's there for this woman. He's there for this woman, okay? But, a lot of people, discuss that. I will not. That's not my thing. But yeah, she does not want this woman. I mean, this man. She's very mean to him from jump. So I just, yeah, she doesn't want this man, and he's starting to see it a little bit. He's actually saying, yeah, I don't think that she's birds and bees attracted to me. Cause when they were doing the tying exercise, everybody else after the tying exercise were holding hands, being cuddly. A couple of folks kissed and stuff. They were just standing there, and she was like, "Oh, I'm hungry." She does not want that man. The 3 month couple. The 3 month couple. They have a shared culture. They both have Haitian descent. They are of Haitian descent. Uh, he is a guy that, as long as I tell her all my truth, and he's not. He has said on this show she's had opinions and stuff about things. Again, of course, there's the accusation that Mr. 3 month and Miss 9 month are might be a little too close. A little too close, and she's given her opinion to him about that. And during one of the check-ins, he said it in front of Toronto. Her opinion is not valid. Now they've gone to counseling and they've had to, the counselor has talked to them and she's had to tell him, when you may not agree with her opinion, but you need to look at it from her point of view and use empathy. And he was like, empathy. He's 34 years old. I can't understand. Again, we need to come to these relationships as healthy as possible. Um, because he you got to be told that you need to at 34 about empathy. If you were 14, if you were 24 maybe, but okay, that's my opinion. And then she's very her and Mr. Nymonth, is that my yeah, Mr. Nymonth. Again, they are very like go along with the process. Like Mr. Nymonth does see, okay, she may not be into me. But she just be like, it's like she's giving her opinion. This man told you that your opinion is not validated. One time he said that she was weak minded, and she's just sitting there, and it's a problem. But they have to see the light, and I don't know if they're not seeing the light because they want to really be on this show because people have gone home or whatever. But yeah, again, these, like I said, it seems like those who have been online dating more than the years are going through the process a little bit better than the months. My thing is, the months people, y'all can go on and break up. I mean, lesson learned, you know, experience taken, okay, but that's my opinion. The diva. Everyone knows that the diva has things to do with things that I identify. I really identify these things, right? There's no diva on this show. I told you I'm not learning. I mean, I'm not learning much, and I don't. I was trying to, like I said, I walked in here. That's why I'm not live tweeting because I knew I was gonna be critical. But there's no diva, and some of it is. I'm not gonna touch on hair of anyone on the show. I know that's a touchy thing. One of my favorite reviewers had opinions about that, and some of them were very upset about them doing that. I understand, they was trying to be real on the show about, with the hair and things of that nature because they're, reality TV. But I'm not gonna touch that. I wasn't gonna do that anyway. Probably no, nothing's like that upsetting to me. And there's a guy on the show, Mr. 5 Years. He has nail polish. I don't care. I mean, he don't have a full set or whatever. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care to discuss that. But and then there's a guy who's left the house in a do rag. To me, I feel like that's just as bad as. I mean, I can understand when they're in the house and cameras rolling all the time in their face. They think they're at home, but you left the house in public in a do rag. I feel like do rags just like I do about bonnets. But we're not going to, okay. But I will say that production has failed them in the way they look from the start. Okay, first of all, if you always having these cameras in their face and let them get themselves together, that's we wouldn't even have the chit chat, and that kind of thing. But they failed them from the beginning because on these, okay, like the first episode, they meet the ladies are in the house. They meet the guys on dates, right? Production knew about these dates. They knew about every one of these dates. One of the young ladies, uh, the 12-year group, the date was at an amusement park. She was not dressed appropriate, really, for an amusement park, and you got her on rides and stuff. They could have said, wait, hold on, Miss 12-year, come back inside, before you leave, put some pants on, because she on the skirt and stuff. Put some pants on, put on something a little longer, because you're going to have an outside date, You don't have criticisms of people, like I said, she was not given a chance to be seen in her better light because, they could have given her, a moment. Um, the young lady who was the 10 month. They had a cooking date. She shows up in Clear Hills. Now I'm not particularly a fan of Clear Hills. No, people know that. I'm not a fan of those. Um, it has nothing to do with stripper. I just don't particularly care for Clear Hills. But they're going to cook. They're doing a cooking. With a twist, a cooking class, right? Y'all know what industry I work in, right? Honey, put some tennis shoes on. They could have told her that. To me, they failed from jump on the way these people were going to come out looking. Okay. And to me, I think the show wanted them to be criticized. They want to keep it real. I'm going to keep it real. I blame production. I'll say it. I blame production when it comes to the way they look. Okay. Why would you set them up for that kind of stuff? If that woman fell in that kitchen space in her clear shoes, if that woman flashed too much on those rides, you be trying to blur stuff. If you would let that woman put some pants on or put on a longer dress or something, okay. But yeah, I'm over talked. Oh god, this is probably my longest video ever. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Um, but yeah, that's my review of part one, the first 5 episodes of Never Ever Meets. I will come back again after episode 10, the season finale. Uh, yeah, Jay has made me promise that if there's a season two, that I will come back. I've told her that I have the option of not doing that because if I will, or at least go through the first few episodes and change my mind, and I'm gonna keep watching this because if this show continues in the way that it's going, so far, yeah, no. I mean, so far, if they keep having more activities for these people, and they have the counselors and the experts come in, and Taronda does her good check-ins with these people, um, it can do some turnaround. But right now, like I said, they have way too much downtime, so all this again, I don't watch shows like that. I can't tell y'all nothing about love and marriage because on the commercials all I see is this. What's that bell collector? No. Okay, I can't do all of that. All that, see all of that. You supposed to be finding out, are you compatible, if this is a love match for somebody. Once y'all you've been dating them online all this time, and once y'all are in each other's faces, what what is, are y'all compatible, are y'all good for each other, is this a love match, is this a relationship? Is that not the premise of this show? Or did y'all lie to me? Did y'all lie to us? Okay. All right. Other than that, you got any comment? Are you watching this show? Who's watching this show? Let me know down below. Would you watch this show? Let me know down below. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them at the email address. You can email me at the email address that's in the description box, or in the comments down below on the social media site that you see this on, except Facebook. Facebook, y'all get down there in the comments. And other than that, talking to you in adult terms.